Well, it is broken now, so we're gonna fix three nails. Yep, no bueno. Raina, I don't know what's Serena. Hey Darren, what's up? Hey Winham. Oh my god. Oh damn. It's like 14 people in here. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, it's Queen. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm Marina. What's up? How are you guys? I can rap. Okay, go ahead, Grace. Do your rap. Um, okay. Well, it's getting better now since you guys are here. Thank you. I was filming some content for you guys. You're doing great. That's good, Darren. Oh my god. Hey y'all. What's up, Ellens? This is good. Are you trans? Nope. I'm not trans. I'm a biological cis woman. Can't you tell? Duh. So, how is everybody doing? How's everyone's Saturday? Somebody in the comments was like, do a video of you doing your nails. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do my nails. Do you want me to rap right now? Yes, Grace, go ahead and rap. Spit. You just talk like a man, you roll your words, that's why. You know what? K-pop. Let's see what the hell you look like. It's always somebody with a cartoon picture, like, always got a lot to say. Show your face. We're waiting. Doing good. Get to see family tomorrow. That's good, Ellen. That's good. You look nice. Thank you. Thank you. I try. Can you rap? Yeah, I can rap when Nikki's rapping. I can copy like her songs. Hello. Hi, Fulvio. So sexy. You don't have to try, baby. Baby, I know I don't have to try. I just am. Okay, do it. Shit, what's the song that I'm gonna rap? Hi, Thomas. I advance, sir. Do not write bad words. Nobody's writing bad words. What's a rap? What's a song that just came out? You message. I dare you to show your Deadpool, you can get out. You can get out with the nastiness because I'm not the one. Get out. How do I kick you out? Yeah, you're going in timeout. Talk to me again for 30 minutes. You're in timeout. K-pop. Yeah, you can get the hell out too. I'm done with y'all. Y'all get on my nerves. Ooh. Please just don't give YouTube strikes for playing copyright music. Yeah, thank you, Darren. Yeah, you're so right. Let's rap. Somebody, Deadpool was all like, show your tits. No, I'm not doing that. Squanglinton. Hi, I'm Squanglinton. Hi, Squanglinton. K-pop was like, you look like a man. Okay, but you're watching me though. You're pressed. You're watching me though. We are filming Backdoor Addicts Part 4 and we need more actresses. Message us if interested. Backdoor Addicts? What is it about? Grace was like, slay. Slay all day till your hair turns gray. Ew. Period. 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 I need to do my nails. We're here wasting time. Bruh. K-pop is still trying to message me. You're being heard by... Mentioned you in a post. Bruh. This dude is so obsessed with me. Like, he just mentioned me in a post. I don't know. Fucking thirsty. Your lashes are bomb. Thank you, KB. Yasmin, hey. Hey, what's up? You are so beautiful that if I were to ask you out, I would reject myself on your behalf. Aw, Squingleton, that is so sweet. Can I see your feet? Get out. Get out. Actually, no. Do a super chat and I'll show my feet on here. I'm about to smoke and do my nails too. Ooh, I like that vibe, Yasmin. I know that's right. Raina Kempine. That or Are You Beautiful? I Wish You Were. I don't think you were trying to insult me, but I'm just not, I don't know what to say to that. Show me the house. I'm interested just if you can. No. Right now it's a mess and no, I'm not gonna show it right now. Do you like crazy women? Do you like spicy? Question, do you think Diddy is gay? With all the allegations going on, I think he swings both ways. From allegedly, from what I've heard, I think he swings both ways. Clearly, a lot of men are coming forward saying like, yeah, like he did this and that to me and all this stuff. So I don't even care. He's in jail. Like, who cares? How about the vibe of sneaking out of your house at 2 a.m. to give some guy backdoor attic? You can get out. You can get out. I'm not. No. Y'all need to quit talking to me like I'm some whore on here. Like, y'all need to go. And no one is looking at her feet. Right. Y'all nasty as hell, but y'all don't want to give no super chats or nothing. You're so pretty, Mill. Thank you. My favorite movie, Suicide Squad. I love when Harley Quinn, I could see what the card I like, Suicide Squad. OMG. I was just watching Suicide Squad today, and that is like one of my favorite movies. I love Harley Quinn. She is... Robbie had brought that character to life. She did a good job with that character. I like you as a quad. I like music. Hello, Siri, what's the code? Okay, this is a girl name is Nico, and he doesn't like me. Don't tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. Oh my god, you guys almost fell. I caught y'all. Some of y'all are nasty on here. He's almost gonna sneak out at 2 a.m. and give a guy a you know what. Like, no. I am so sick of y'all. I am the only non-nasty one in chat. I am known for being nice as I have autism. Well, thank you, Darren. I appreciate you. Always be a gentleman. You'll go a long way. If they are being nasty, just kick them out. But dang, I already kicked like 3 people out. This is crazy. I've never had to I guess because the channel is growing, so I guess more like creeps and stuff are coming on here. I don't know. I don't know. I like the big of a meal for heaven. Everything impeccable. She is a doll. Yes. Serenity the doll. Yeah. So my second movie is Harry Potter. Harry Potter's cool. It's pronounced Leviosa, not Leviosa. Is it better to leave the hole shaven or unshaven? You slay at less. Baby, I slay all day, every day. Like, if I could get paid for every dollar I slay, I'd be pretty rich right now. I'm just saying. What's your favorite candy and what's yours? My favorite candy is... Do I have it? I like peach rings. For real. Of course, girl, period. Period. What's wrong with these people? Julia, girl, like, I have no idea. These people are... I don't know. I really don't know. I love Sour Patch Kids candy. Sour Patch is pretty good. I like that. I like peach rings. And I like the mango, like the Asian candy. It's like a mango gummy. Like, those are really good too. No, you just act like you're not a human. David, you're about to be next on my list. These people are nasty. Girl. David Diarrhea is about to get up out of here. I know that. Do you do magic like real witchcraft? I can, and I have done it in the past. Why? Cruella. What makes you say that? I'm curious, Cruella. Like, what makes you say that? Do I give off like I do that or something? Grace Santana. Yes. Girl, I'm going to be honest with you. I think people pick on you online because you're slaying at my house. Yeah, yeah. It's just crazy because people don't really mess with me on here like that. But I haven't been on here in a while. So it's been about some months since I haven't been on live. So I don't know. Maybe because the channel is growing and my usually regular people that are in the chat, they usually kind of deal with the haters. I don't really too much got to deal with them. And plus my moderator is not here today. So yeah. Because you have the word goddess in your name, and people that have that are often new age. Oh, yeah. I mean, I am psychic. I read tarot. I'm a medium. I can talk to spirits. Um, I read people for a living. I do. I'm very intuitive. I have that psychic sixth sense gift. Not lying either. I have a psychic channel. If you guys want to hear more about like me doing like pick a card, tarot readings, spiritual advice that I give, I do have a second channel. It's called Serenity Magic, and yeah, check it out. Subscribe. You're the best. Thank you, Grace. So are you. Why the long face? Bye, David. Bye. I ain't got time for these people. Not necessarily, but you give off an aura of mystical. Thank you. That's actually a compliment. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. David Diarrhea, before I kicked him out, he was like, it is actually insane how hot you are. Weird. Well, thank you for calling me online. It's great to finally chat. Bless you always. Thank you, Julia. Are you into New Age? Like, are you into the psychic stuff? Ooh, yes. Sure. Are you subscribed to my other YouTube channel, Grace? Community moderation. That's cool. I'm definitely down to checking out your second channel. I knew there was something about you. You give off a special person vibe. Your aura says it all. Thank you, Ellen. I appreciate that. A lot of people tell me that I give off, or what did I say? People say that I'm very like high vibrational energy. So like people say like all the time, like, wow, I'm so comfortable talking to you. I'm so like you're so easy to talk to. Like, oh my God, like I literally have random strangers just come up to me and they be like telling me their life story. Like it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, like we're not even friends. Like I don't even know you. And I had a psychic tell me I have a girlfriend that's psychic too, and she's really good. She told me that like, yeah, you're a healer, you're an empath, you're a natural born empath, you're a natural born healer. And she said I'm a light worker too. She said that. And she was like, yeah, people are attracted to you because you have healing energy. And people are attracted to you because of that. And that actually makes a lot of sense because my whole life I've always attracted like weirdos. I've always I've always I've always given like advice and stuff, and yeah. So now I do like the psychic fairs. So like I travel like all over California, and then I just set up my booth and then I give readings out, and I haven't had any issues. Like have so many people cry at my table saying, "Oh my God, like that's crazy." So yeah. Tips on having a passable feminine voice. I actually have a video. I have a video. If you actually look on my YouTube, there's a video on that. You look good. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I should like lower this down so you guys can kind of see like what I'm doing. I wish I can type on here. I don't even think I can type on here. Um, Chat filter. Share. Subscribe to my psychic channel, Serenity Magic. Okay, I posted it. I don't know. Can you guys see it? Don't tell me to talk. Perfect. You don't own me. You don't own me. Why is it so quiet? Where's everybody at? You don't own me. Yeah. Oh. That's cool. If I'm ever at a psychic fair and you're there, I definitely need to pay a visit. I believe I have some abilities, not full on, but I swear I see dead people in my sleep. Some I know, most not. That's actually really common. So when spirit wants to communicate with you, because in our everyday life, like we're very, how do you say, we're always busy, so we're not, we're too focused in the physical realm, so it's kind of hard for spirit to kind of like get our attention, unless like you are pretty in tune and stuff like that. So usually what spirit will do, especially past loved ones, when you're asleep and dreaming, you're in your subconscious. So when you're in your subconscious, it's easy for spirit to come in and try to communicate in your dreams. Like there's been so many claims of people, even my mom came and visited me in my dream, and it was very peaceful and it was very healing. um so yeah, actually you gave me an idea. I'm definitely going to talk about that, dreams and spirit visitation in your dreams. Ooh, I need to write that down. Spirit visitation in your dreams. You don't own me. I dress baggy. How would you prefer for me to dress? Dress however you want to dress, honestly. Like, who am I to tell you, like, what to wear? Wear what makes you comfortable and happy. Because I don't want no one telling me how to dress. Hello, everyone, again. Hi, Wenham. Okay. You don't own me. I can't sing, but I wish I could sing. If I had to wish for a talent or whatever, it would definitely be singing, because I think I can sing. You don't own me. Whoa. You don't own me. You don't own me. Hello, everyone. That is why you are the best. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Thank you, Grace. Appreciate you. Whoa. Whoa. You don't own me. People say I look like Mariah Carey. Don't answer that. But I get it all the time. People be like, I had this one guy, he's like, Austin, get out of here, you fake ass Mariah Carey. I was like, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Oh, whoa. Oh, whoa, oh, whoa. Yeah, my grandma visited me in my sleep, but it was mostly her voice. The next morning we woke up and found she passed away. I was her sole caregiver towards the end. She had Alzheimer's and dementia. I'm so sorry to hear that. I know losing someone is so hard. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that was your, I think that was your grandmother trying to say goodbye to you. Because I've actually had an encounter. My great grandfather, he was like a father figure to me. And when he passed away, I was 2 hours away. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, it was like 2 in the morning. I heard footsteps coming up the stairs, and then I heard them coming from the hallway, and it was like 2 in the morning. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, who's coming up the stairs? Who's coming into my room? Because I heard the footsteps coming closer and louder to my room. And then on top of that, I heard like the swishing of the pants. You know, when you walk, I was hearing that there was somebody there. And then next thing I know, my door was shut, and I was remember looking at my door, like, because there was at the time there was no lock on my door, so I was preparing for whatever who was coming into my room. And then next thing I know, the footprints and the swishing of the pants, it was in my room. I heard it in my room, but there's a street light outside my window that shined into my room, and I didn't see anything, like nobody in my room. And then all of a sudden I was like, Grandpa, is that you? Because at the time it was like 12 in the, it was like 11 o'clock at night. And my grandmother came into my room and was like, oh, Grandpa, they're saying that Grandpa, they think he's gonna die because he's having issues with like his heart or something like that. Like they think, because he was in and out of the hospital because he had cancer, pancreatic cancer. So then after, so they ended up leaving. So it was just me and my uncle in the house, because by the time we were together, because we're 2 hours away, by the time we got there, he might have already been passed, you know? So, and I was already, like, my grandmother was already, like, emotional and all that, and I really just, I couldn't handle it, you know what I mean? I couldn't deal with it. So they left, and then it was like 2 in the morning, and then that's when the footprints and then the pants swishing in my room. And then that's when I said, Grandpa, is that you? And then next thing I know, I look at the edge of my bed, and then I see like this shadow or whatever, but then it dissipated. Like it dissipated like really quickly. And then next thing I know, I looked at the clock, it was like 2:03 in the morning. And then so the next day I go to church, and I'm in church, and then my grandmother calls me around like 12 in the afternoon, and she's like, hey, just to let you know, they confirmed grandpa passed away, but they confirmed his death at 2:03 in the morning. And when the footprints and all that happened, I looked at the clock and it was 2:03 in the morning. So to me, that was confirmation that that was my grandfather saying goodbye to me. So I do believe that there is another side that we go to, a veil. After this life, I do believe that we go on, like there's life after this life or whatever. So, but yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah, my grandmother. Okay, you have the same hair as my sister. Thank you. My one of my friends, she has like me and her have the same hair texture, and like people swear that me and her are sisters, but we're not. We're not even related. We're not even close to related, but we look because of our hair. So thank you. La, la, la. When I do a spell, it's like it has a mind of its own. It will accomplish the thing that I wanted it to, but in an entirely different way from what I expected. And thoughts on this? Okay, let me read that again. So when I do a spell, it's like it has a mind of its own. It will accomplish the things that I wanted it to, but in an entirely different way from what I expected. And thoughts on this? Girl, I don't know like what type of spells you're doing, but I really hope you're not doing it on people, because you don't want to mess with somebody's free will. And like whatever you do, like I'm just throwing an example. Let's say you're doing a love spell on a guy or whatever. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm not saying that you are. When you affect with people's free will and stuff, like there's rules to this kind of stuff, and what you send out comes back times three. So yeah, I don't know what type of spells are you doing, because I am not really sure. Like, are you doing like money manifestation spells? Are you trying to attract things to you? Like what are you trying to do? Because I don't know. Brandon, hey Brandon. Oh my God, how are you? We're over here talking about spells and magic and stuff like that. This one time I was sleeping and I woke up. I'm sure you're trying to say woke up. Woke up and a little girl said, I will be good. I don't, Grace, I don't know what that means. Oh, and I woke up and a little girl said, I will be good. Oh, it sounds like you're really sensitive to spirit. Oh my gosh, Gabriella. Hey, Gua. How are you? Oh my gosh. See, I needed you and Brandon here because earlier I had to kick out a lot of people because they was being nasty on here. There's a lot of nasty people on here telling me to do nasty things on here. I had to kick them out. Can you give me a spell that will give me more self-esteem? Okay, guys. So what I am an intuitive psychic. So what I do is that I work with the angelic realm. So I can talk to angels and I talk to like God, source, energy. And then also I'm a medium, so I can communicate with spirit. So that's basically what I can do. That's what I do. That's my gift. That's what I do. As far as like casting spells and things, I have done that in the past, but that's not my I don't do that on a regular basis. That was something that I did when I was a teenager because I wanted to see if this stuff was real. And magic can be very, very I want to say tricky, but then it's very the outcome is very random. You don't always get like there's always like let's say you want money, right? Like I know somebody that casted a spell, wanted money, and then all of a sudden they got money, but she got into a bad car accident and she had a scar gash across her face. And she ended up getting a lot like I think she got like 6 figures from that car accident. But I mean, is it really worth it? So when you do these type of spells, you got to be very specific on what you want and how you're gonna receive it. I knew another person too that did a money attracting spell. They got the money, but somebody died in their family. So it was from the life insurance. That's how they got the money. Because the money just doesn't magically just poof. Like it's just magic there. Like it has to come from somewhere in order for you to get it. So when you're doing magic and stuff, just be very careful on like when saying like harming none for my highest good and harming none when you want to attract something, if that makes sense. But that's just some of it. So with me, I don't really do magic. Like if I really want something or attract something, I just pray to God and I pray to my angels. Like I pray to God, I pray to my angels, and I'm like, hey, I really want this. Can you help me manifest this? Right? That's usually what I do. But I mean, if you feel a call or a pull to doing magic, definitely read up on it. Like, get books on it and really read on it. But I'm not really when it comes to psychic stuff, I'm your bro. I know everything there is to this kind of stuff because I've been doing this stuff a long time since I was a kid. But when it comes to magic and stuff, I know a little bit, but I'm not as confident as I am with when I'm reading people or psychic abilities, stuff like that. I'm your girl on that. So you can ask me questions on that. But when it comes to like casting spells and all that, I know a little bit, but I'm not like 100%. Magic is a little tricky, you know. You gotta know what you're doing. Let me read these comments. All types of things, like if it affects all my life magic in general. Watching on my brand new tablet. Ooh, congratulations, Brandon. You can talk to angels. I'm talking to one right now. I don't know if you were trying to mess with me, but I'm being serious. People are always trying to hate. There's no room for hate here. Thank you. I know, Gabriella. And I have a ghost in my house, and he told me he was 36. It sounds like you're really sensitive to spirit. You might be a medium. I'm an incoherent psycho. Brandon, no, you're not. Quit playing. Ellen's like, so you're saying a gender change spell is possibly dangerous? I'm male to female, but still not fully transitioned. I've never even heard of something like that. But I mean, if you want to do it, I mean, I'm not telling you not to do it, but make sure you really, like, really, I would advise you to talk to somebody that does this kind of stuff on a daily basis, like somebody that actually does magic and like cast magic before you do it on yourself. Because I really don't want you to do something and then something goes left, and then, yeah. Like, I knew people that did like love spells on people. And like when you're affecting people's like free will and stuff, like I knew one lady, I'm gonna tell y'all this story, y'all. It was crazy. This lady casted a spell on, so she really liked this guy, right? She liked this guy, and she went to go see a psychic, and this psychic told her like, hey, if you really want this guy to be your husband, this is what you need to do. So she told her like to get these ingredients and stuff like that, and then involved like a dead animal to see, when it comes to like blood and dead animals and things, that's dark magic. I feel like it's dark. It's black. It's not, when you're casting spells and stuff, like when I say like casting spells, I use like herbs from the earth, like rosemary, cinnamon, like those are things that like attract things. Like cinnamon attracts money, right? Rosemary attracts protection. Um Basil, I think, I forgot what basil does, but using herbs from the earth, like that is because each herb has a different vibrational energy that it gives off, like a frequency. So when using like herbs and stuff, it helps strengthening your spell that you're trying to attract. But when people use like dead animals, blood, bones, and all that, like I just feel like that's black, and that's, it's just, that's, it don't feel right to me. Um, uh, what does that mean? What does what mean? I was just working through something and found it. It was too random. Results were hard to predict. Okay, Brandon. Hey, boo boo. How are you there, love? Hi, Kibante. I'm doing good. How are you? Yeah, I got $100 Amazon card and it turned into a tablet. And the real magic was that it got delivered 10 hours after I ordered it. Ooh, God bless you, Brandon. Good job. God bless you on that. You have a beautiful, lovely, stunning face. I'm doing well. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you. We're just over here, you know, talking about magic and psychic stuff. And can you guys see the poll that I posted for all the new people that came in here? Can you see it? I got a lot of basil out back. Ooh, yummy. I love basil. I like to make pesto with basil, with the basil plant. Oh my gosh, I haven't even started doing my nails yet. Can you believe it's already October? It's about to be fall pretty soon. It's so hot here in California. About the ghosts and stuff, so what does it mean? Oh, it just means you're very sensitive to spirit. That's all it means. I really feel like you need to protect yourself more, because you don't, because, so, when I was going through, like, my awakening process, I was seeing a lot of dead people and stuff coming into my room at night and stuff, because they wanted help, they wanted, my attention. People that are sensitive to spirit, they know who can see them and who can't see them, because there's a light that radiates out. And with that light, you know, like bugs and, you know, when they see a light, they're attracted to it, right? So it sounds like you radiate a lot of light, like you're a healer, like you're a light worker, one of those two, or you could be both. And that's why these spirits are attracted to you, because they know that you can see them and you have a gift for communicating with spirit. So I think that's what that means. But if you want to stop seeing them, or you only want the good ones to come through, just imagine a ball of light around your house, like around your house. I'm talking all over your house, under the house, like a big bubble that's encased around the house. And then imagine white light just being flooded inside that bubble. And then call on your angels, your guardian angels, to help protect you and to keep these things out. So that way, only like the good entities will come through. And that's what I've been doing for years, and it's worked. So I don't really see like scary stuff like I used to, when I was younger. Hey, Melina, how are you, girl? I'm doing good. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, do you guys see the poll that I posted, like for all the new people that came in here? Have you ever seen the Hat Man before? Yes, when I was 14 years old. If you guys go onto my psychic channel, I've done a whole story time on that. Yes, I've seen the Hat Man before. I was 14 years old, and that's when my awakening, my psychic gifts, like my third eye really opened, and then that's when I saw him. And he was tall. I'm fine too, girl. What's your email? My email is jordan.m.keratin@gmail.com. If you click on like one of my videos, like my email's in there. So, yeah. In my teens, the ghost would not leave me alone. Yeah. So this is what I heard too from people, is that so when you're a little kid, people say that they see spirit and like ghosts and stuff like that. But then for the kids, that don't see spirit or whatever, usually like it happens again when you're 13 years old going through puberty. That's when it surges again. And then, if you choose to ignore it or whatever, then that's when it goes away. So I heard like it surges. So like when you're a little kid, like it will surge, like the psychic sensitivity and stuff like that, for spirit to like message you, and the sensitivity. And then, because for me, when I was a little kid, I didn't really get the spirit visitation thing a lot. My sister would see it a lot growing up, but I didn't really start getting spirit visitation until I was 14 years old. And then that's when the Hat Man showed up, and that was a whole story on that. But yes, I have seen him before. Where I lived, it was like the country where I lived. And so from what because I went to see a psychic about it, because he kept appearing and then disappearing. And I said, so I asked, he was a medium, and he was really good. He read my mom, and my mom came through, and it was a beautiful reading. But I ended up telling him about it, and I said, yeah, when I was 14, this Hat Man would appear, and then he would disappear, and he was like black. He was like almost 6, 7 feet tall. It was like he was wearing a trench coat, and then he had the hat on, and he would always appear, but then he would disappear, and it would always be when I'm by myself alone. And it was never during the day. It would always be around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, around the evening time. And that's the reason why that is because the veil is thinner around that time, around the evening dusk time. And so with that being said, the psychic medium, he ended up telling me that he believed that it was attached to the land. It wasn't the house necessarily, because he asked me, he said, how old is the house? I said, the house is fairly new. It's a new complex. And then he was like, I'm getting that it was attached to the land. So I was like, oh, okay. And he said that, and I asked him, I said, what are they? Like, because they're saying that they don't know what shadow people are. And he said, oh, they used to be like people on the earth. It's just that they can change their form and stuff. It's like people that when they pass on and they don't move on to the other side, they stay stuck here. So like when they see someone coming into their house or whatever that they're really attached to, they can change their form into like a scary appearance, because they know like that's what's gonna get to you and stuff. And then I ended up telling him, I was like, yeah, but it never attacked me. It never did anything crazy to me. All it did was like it would show up and then disappear. And then eventually I got used to it, and then I wasn't scared of it anymore. Like I just got used to it showing up and then disappearing. And then it left, and then I never saw it again. And then he told me, he was like, yeah, because there was nothing for it there. Like there was nothing for him there. And so he moved on and left. And then I was like, oh, okay. But yes, I have seen it. My mom has seen it. There's people all over the world that have seen this entity. So yeah, I've seen it, and it is very real. I've seen it. Um, I applied gin. Only had room for one spirit at a time. I would like to date you. I'd never dated a trans girl before. Makes sense. When I was little, I fell down some stairs but fell on my butt and saw this little girl who I believe saved me. She had the most beautiful red rose painted dress. She was pale white. Yeah, like spirits, like there's good spirits and then there like you know how there's like good people and bad people on this world? It's the same thing. Like there it's like that too in the spirit world. Like you got the good spirits and then you got bad spirits. Like they all have personalities, they have likes and dislikes. Yeah. This one time I saw a face look at me and it had a crazy hair, big eyes that were wide open, and a mouth with sharp teeth. Ooh, that's scary. Hold on, let me put my charger in because my phone is about to die. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I wanna... Shit. Fuck. Drop my damn shit. I wanna... What do you think the purpose of the Hat Man is? Honestly, I really don't know. I don't know because, like, look, guys, I'm psychic and everything. I talk to angels and spirit and all that. But I really don't know. I don't know why he shows up around the whole world. It's documented. People from all over the world have seen him. I've seen him. My mom has seen him. My aunt has seen him. That's how I knew like something was up in the house because when this was going on, my aunt I told her about it. I said, "Hey, I'm seeing this thing in the house." I said, "Please do not get scared, but it's like a shadow person." I said it's black and it's tall and it has a hat with a trench coat. And that's what I told her. And then my aunt was like, she said, "You saw it too?" And I was like, "Oh my God." And then she was like, "I seen it too in the house." And then that's when me and her started opening up, and then I was like, okay. And then when the thing would when it would appear too, my cat was always with me all the time, and his eyes would get big and he would like look at it too. Like I would be looking at him like and he would be staring at it too, and that's how I knew I wasn't crazy because he saw it too. And then there was like orbs in the house. Like I remember I was in my room and then my cat was on the bed, and there was an orb that came from this. It just appeared, and then it was like this, and then it floated up into the ceiling, and then it like disappeared into the ceiling. And my cat saw it too. He like was first he was getting ready to take a nap, and then when he saw it, his eyes got big, and then his ears kind of got back, and he was just started looking at it. I was like, oh my God, like this stuff is real. Like, and cats are actually really sensitive to animals, period, are sensitive to that kind of stuff. But for my cat to see it too, and I saw it, thank God, because I knew, like, I thought I was going crazy. Like, you know, like I was like, I've always heard, like, I always grew up watching That's So Raven. Like, she has psychic gifts, like, she could see the future and stuff. I thought, never in a million years that I thought like that kind of stuff would happen to me. You know what I mean? Like I've always liked superheroes and psychic abilities and like telekinesis and stuff like that. But I never thought in a million years like me. Like I would be able to communicate with angels. I would be reading people for a living. I can talk to spirit. I never thought in a million years that little old me would do that. And I'm actually really, really good at it. So yeah, but my belief on the Hat Man, I really don't know. I have theories about it, but I don't know. The only thing that makes a lot of sense to me is that it's. I don't know if you guys seen the Disney movie Soul, where like they turn into these like black monster creatures because they're so lost or whatever. I honestly think that could be it. Like, I think that they have been in the afterlife for such a long time that they kind of lost their ways, and then they um manifested into like a dark, sinister looking appearance. You know what I mean? You guys, I don't really want to talk about that anymore. I'm starting to feel weird. I'm starting to feel like a vibe or something like that, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. The bad slash low spirits are easier to get to. Right, because the earth is at a dense lower frequency, so it's really easy for these beings that vibrate at such a low vibration for them to like appear into our reality because they're vibrating at such a low frequency. You're definitely right, Brandon. That's why when I communicate with like angels and things, they vibrate at such a high frequency. So when I see them, they're always appearing as like light, like a ball of light or specks of light, you know, things like that. And it's because they vibrate at such a high frequency. And light is actually a high frequency energy. So it's really easy for them to phase in and phase out and stuff. And when I communicate with angels, how I know I'm communicating with them is I will feel so much positive energy and I would feel so much love from them. And I just feel so elevated when I talk to them. But then when I talk to like a ghost is someone that has like passed on from this realm and they're stuck. They haven't went to the other side. So their energies like they're really dense, they're heavy. Um it's like an uncomfortable feeling. Like you know how when you get on a subway and it's like crowded and you feel really like claustrophobic. That's how I feel when I talk to like ghosts and stuff like that, or if I sense like a presence of a ghost. um I just feel like super like claustrophobic, if that makes sense. um but when I talk to spirit, you know, spirit that have like crossed over onto the other side, and then they come back to visit, that's a spirit. I usually will feel like, oh, okay, I can feel like what their personality was on the earth. And then I always would see, like clairvoyantly, I will see them with a lot of light around them. That's how I know they had transitioned over and they're coming back to visit to give a message or just visiting to say hello or whatever. That's usually how I know that they have crossed over and then they come back, and that's how I know it's a spirit because I'll just see a lot of light around them. Um, but yeah, that's how I can tell. And then when I talk to them, I don't feel like boxed in or any. I just feel like I'm talking to a regular, you know, person. You know, if that makes sense. I also draw the face that was looking at me, and I showed my family, and they looked at me like I was crazy. Yeah, if they are not like if they're not open to that kind of stuff, then yeah, they're gonna think you're crazy. You should read my mind right now. I said I'm psychic, not telepathic. Yeah, that's so Raven. You two make your own TV show on Disney. I would love to have my own TV show. What do you think about red orbs and have you seen any? I've never seen a red orb in my life, and the only orbs that I've seen are like clear, like a white clear orb. And then I've seen a blue orb too. But that's it. I've never seen a red, green, or pink orb. I've never seen that before. Not saying that it's not that it don't exist, but I've just never seen it. Or heard of that, for that matter. I've heard of the experiences of many people and have had my own experiences. I think he appears to appear around death related events. Um, Nobody died in my at that time when I was 14. No one died. So, but that's what I heard too. I read that online too, and people said that usually around like death events, you know, that he will appear or whatever. Nobody died. Um, but I just know that when he showed up, a lot of other ghosts, a lot of like I saw a boy that came walking down the stairs one day when me and my uncle was watching a movie. My uncle didn't see it, but I saw it, and he didn't have a head. Like he had his body, it was blue too. His spirit was like blue, and he had a shirt, he had shorts on, but his legs, I saw his legs, but then when it came to his ankles and his feet, it was like faded. It was like they weren't materialized, if that made sense. And his arms too, was here, like here, but then it like when it came to his wrists and his hand, it like they didn't materialize either. And he did not have a head. So I was looking at a torso with his arms and legs, but his wrists and his hands and his ankles and his feet were like weren't there. They were like invisible. Like they didn't manifest, if that made sense. And I don't know what happened to this boy. I don't know. But yeah, it was the craziest thing that I saw, and I couldn't believe I saw that. Yeah. I have heard of the experiences of many people and had my own experience. I was woke up and someone was standing beside my bed. I hope it was something positive. Yeah. Oh my god, where are my nail stuff at? I don't know. Do you guys think I'm crazy on here? No, I don't really care. I know who I am, so. I have a question. Can I manifest the spirit of dead people around other people by thinking about it hard enough? I don't know, why would you want to do that? You probably could. I don't know. I've never even thought of doing something like that to somebody. When it comes to spirits and stuff, and when it comes to working with spirits, you need to be really careful with what and who you're working with, because a lot of this stuff, they expect things in return. So I would be really careful, especially when you're trying to scare or do stuff. Like, I don't know, like doing something like that, doing something like, because your intentions right now, just from reading that, sounds like you're trying to do harm to somebody. And that intention is a very low frequency. And so you're going to attract low frequency beings to you. You know what I'm saying? And I just think, I don't think it's a good idea. I wouldn't do it. No, I do not think you're crazy. Ha. No, I wasn't trying to do it for scaring reasons. But then, so why are you trying to have a bunch of dead people around somebody? Or why are you trying to manifest a bunch of dead people around somebody? Like, why are you trying to do that? Base shell, top coat, and... Oh no, that's my bad. I conveyed it wrong. Oh, okay, good. For all the people that's asking me about psychic questions and stuff, definitely subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I talk about this stuff. I do readings on that channel. Like, yeah. No, scroll up when you get the chance. I don't know. Well, my dad is dead, so I mean, like, if I wanted to, like, send him to a Green Day concert or something, I'm being dead serious, by the way. Definitely, you can talk to spirit. Like, if you're trying to contact your dad, the all you have to do is just visualize him and your intentions on wanting to communicate with your dad. All you have to do is just say, "Hey, Dad, like, I'm here at this concert. I really want you to be here right now," and he'll be there like that. Like, spirit appears like that when you think about them. They're always with you. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah, of course. And then sometimes too, like if you don't feel their presence or something like that, I also heard too that when you pass on and go to the other side, I heard that you actually there you have jobs. Like when you get to the other side, it's not like here on Earth where it's like, oh my God, like I gotta go to work. But over there on the other side, you'll actually like you'll love what you're doing there. If that makes sense. Like you'll do like what you're meant to do, and like you'll be like really happy with that job. And then yeah, but that's what I heard from Spirit. Like they say that we have jobs and stuff. Like, you know. So I was like, oh, that's cool. So, but it's not like, oh my God, I have to go to work. Like it's actually gonna be like a job that you really really like. This one time, my sister had a dream about a car accident, and few years later, my dad got into a car accident. Hmm. Pre what's it called, precognition dreaming. My uncle has that gift. Like he will like see stuff in his dreams, and then when he wakes up, but he doesn't believe in it, so like when he would wake up, he'll just go about his day, and then he'll say, I seen this in my dream, like this scene happened in my dream. And then he would like tell me about it and say, oh my God, isn't that crazy? And I said, no, it's not crazy. You have precognition dreaming. Like you get psychic information in your sleep. Like it's not crazy. When I was younger, it used to like be like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, but now because I've been doing this for such a long time and doing readings for people, it just does not surprise me. Like, cause this is until science catches up with this stuff, you know. But I don't know. I don't even think science will ever really catch up to it because spirituality and science, they walk parallel paths. So I don't know. Unless they actually have like the technology to really like see, you know, on the other side, I don't know. Can you sense the emotions and intentions of the people here easily? Not on here because I'm not really trying to tune in and sense energies. I'm really not trying to do all that. But in person, like if I feel uncomfortable, like I'll do like kind of a scan or like I will feel, or sometimes too I'll just get psychic information like that, like without even trying. Like if spirit wants me to know something or send something, um yeah, I've sensed people's emotions. Like, so I'm an empath, so empaths naturally can feel other people's emotions. Like I can sense when things are about to get really crazy, or I can sense like if somebody's really cool to talk to, or um, yeah, it's it's definitely it's a curse, but then it's also a gift too, you know, because you can see where things are gonna where the like you can sense and feel when you're talking to somebody where the energy is going to shift, if that makes sense. um but yeah, but it's real. Yeah, I definitely have that. But a lot of people naturally have that too. There's a lot of empaths being brought here on this earth. So oops, I almost dropped my phone. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, but I can't breathe. Oh, take my hand. Na, 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 again, not for real. You and me are real. Oh, take my hand. Na, na, I can't wait. Oh my God, where are my nails? Oh, there they are. They're on the floor. What do you think it means when someone has sleep paralysis from a spiritual perspective? I'll subscribe when you do it in a two-piece bikini. Bye. Um, what was I gonna say? So sleep paralysis. So I've had it before too. I really don't know. I don't know if it's like a demon trying to stop you or I really don't know. But when I'm in a sleep paralysis, I always call on Archangel Michael. And every time when I've called on him, I've gone out of it like that. So I don't really know. Um, I don't know. 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 I don't I had a doppelganger of my sister. What do you mean? Like you saw a doppelganger and then it like disappeared or something like that? I've had heard of stories like that where people will say like, "Hey, I just saw you in the room over there and I heard your voice." You know, I've heard of that. I've heard of spirit playing tricks like that where like they'll look like somebody, you know, and then like they'll even talk like them too, and then all of a sudden like they'll leave the room and then the actual person will be standing there, you know what I mean? So I have heard of stuff like that, but I've never experienced that, thank God, and I hope I never will experience that. But yeah, there are spirits out there that will trick you and play with you, so I would be really careful. And what I've heard from other psychics is that the reason why spirits do this is because they're bored on the other side. So like they'll like try to play around and stuff like that. But there's rules to this kind of stuff too. Like they just can't be intervening in our lives like that. Like there's rules to it. So that's why like we have angels, we have spirit guides, and you know, where they protect us, and you know, they protect us from outside influences like that, you know. But sometimes too they won't intervene. Like let's say like you actually like are trying to like dive into this kind of stuff. Sometimes too like they won't intervene, you know, because there's lessons that you know you need to learn, you know, when it comes to this kind of stuff. So yeah. No, like I saw my sister go on the couch, but she was in her room. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Spirit, like there's spirit that will play tricks and stuff like that. Um, got spirits moving my door curtains. They're visiting again. Uh-huh. Yes, spirit will do that too. Like I remember when so I'm the reason why I was born here was because I was meant to do like readings for people. That's why I'm brought here. Like I'm meant to read energy. I'm meant to tell people like what they're supposed to be doing in this lifetime, why they're here, blah 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 blah. So I was getting signed from spirit and stuff like that. Wait, hold on. Thank you. That was spirit. That was like my angels talking to me. They were saying my angel was saying that like they don't think you're crazy, but they know that you're very in tune with this stuff. Like you know this stuff and that you're very in tune. That's what my angel was saying. Um but yeah, comment below if that resonates. But what was I talking about? I totally forgot what I was talking about. Something about, oh, the curtains moving and stuff. Yeah, so like in the middle of the night, my I had like grocery bags on the floor in my room, and when I was trying to sleep, because spirit kept telling me to do readings for people. Go do readings. Like that's what you're meant to do. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, they were crunching the bags in the middle of the night, and I woke up terrified. I was so scared. I thought I was like a demon in my room or something. And then the bag was like scrunching all on its own, and it was spirit doing that. And then so I totally ignored it. Or I told them, I said, okay, like, what do you guys want? Like, please stop. Like, I need to sleep. Like, you guys are waking me up. Because this was like 1:30 in the morning when this happened. So then they said, you need to read people. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing. And I was like, okay, okay. And then it stopped. And then I went back. Well, I slept with the light on. And then I, like, was trying to go back to sleep, but I slept with the light on. And then the next day, I just kind of ignored it or whatever. I was like, oh, like, whatever. So I went to sleep again. And then it happened again. And then I said, oh my God. And this time I heard it really loud. It said, you need to read people. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And then all of a sudden I got really spooked. I got so scared. Like I started crying. Like that's how, like, I was just like, I cannot live like this. Like I don't, you know. So, but I wasn't trusting spirit at the time. I wasn't trying to do this. So then I ended up calling a psychic, like one of those psychic hotline things. I called a psychic, and so I told her what happened. I told her what happened. And then she started laughing on the phone. And I said, what's so funny? I said, this isn't funny. Like, I'm like literally in tears. Like, I can't do this. Like, I cannot live like this. Like, something is coming, visiting me in the middle of the night and waking me up and moving, like, crunching bags and stuff in my room. And she said that it's not a demon or anything. She said it's your spirit guides trying to get your attention. And then the psychic lady said that you're meant to read people, like that's the message that's coming through, like you are psychic. And she said that you have the gift to read people, like that's what you're meant to be doing. And I just totally gagged. And I said, that's crazy that you say that because that's what they were telling me too. But I didn't tell her what they were telling me because I wanted to see if she can like nail it. If this is really spirit coming in, like, you know, and sure enough, yeah. So, so when spirit like moves curtains and things like they can do that stuff. But it's just their way of getting your attention, I guess, letting you know, like, hey, we're here, you know, stuff like that. But yeah. Mm-hmm. One time, an alarm clock in my house that used to belong to my late aunt went off, and we took it as a sign that she was visiting us. She had a great sense of humor, by the way. That's really good, Gabriella. That's yeah. Spirit will do stuff like that. They will do things that they know that you will pick up on. Like my mom, since she's been passed away now for 2 years, I always see her name everywhere I go. Her name was Anastasia, and that name, I when she was alive in this physical world, I never saw her name anywhere. Like that's such a rare name. You don't see that name anywhere. Ever since she's passed on, I see her name everywhere I go now. And when I see her name, I know that's her reaching out to me. I even connected with the psychic medium that read me, and my mom came through and he nailed it. Like he knew, like he was the real deal. And I told him, I said, yeah, I see my mom's name everywhere I go. And then he said, I just got chills. Like, that's confirmation that, yes, that was your mom sending you signs. So, spirit will send signs that they know that you will pick up on. Yep. So, yeah, that right there, Gabriella, I would not doubt it. Yes, I believe I'm in tune. I believe it's past loved ones that are letting me know they're okay and I need to stop mourning them. That's why I started seeing a therapist. That's really good. That's good. This is why I can't trust you. I don't know if that's, yeah. That's a crazy story, girl. Girl, yeah, I've had so many. That's what I'm saying. Like, subscribe to my psychic channel, and I have all them stories on there. Like, I'm telling you, like, my whole life has been nothing but with the paranormal. Like, girl. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can't breathe. Oh my god, I feel like I miss y'all. Like I feel like I can just be myself on here and just act crazy and do whatever I want to do, and y'all just be there to love me and support me. Like, I love y'all. I have a question. Have you ever done anything freaky with a ghost? And don't make this a troll comment. Take this as a serious question. Have you seen Twin Paranormal? No, I haven't seen Twin Paranormal. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Is that like a movie? I'll be right back. I need to get my nail kit. It fell on the floor. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I can't breathe. I'm thirsty. Oh my god, I was at work today and this girl gave me a Red Bull and I thought that was so sweet of her because I'm obsessed with Red Bull. But look at this, you guys. It's a Red Bull. It's a peach nectarine. Ooh, this one tastes good. Peach. So it's a Red Bull, you guys. But it says the peach edition, peach nectarine. I've never seen Red Bull in these kind of flavors. So I'm pretty excited. I want to try it right now. I'm thirsty. Oh, okay, it smells good. It smells peachy. Excuse me. It tastes like peach rings. Yeah. That's good. That's some good stuff. I like it. It's a 10 out of 10 for sure. I like it. It tastes like peach rings. Yeah. That's hella good. I always say, let your freak flag fly. I let mine fly all the time. I'm a quirky. Just be safe when doing it. One thing I know for sure, when Spirit wants you to see them, they will make sure you see them. They sure will. And if they need to get your attention, like, they sure will do that too. When's the last time you tore up some peach rings? Um, that's a really good question. The last time I tore up some peach rings, I have a bag of them, and they're like the chili. They're the chili. They have like the Mexican candy, like with the chili powder that's on it, and then it's the peach ring. No, good. Okay, and I have a whole bag of them up there. I should eat them, but I'm not trying to have cavities, so because I know if I start eating them, I'm gonna eat that whole bag, and I don't want that. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with Red Bull. But the peach, I've never seen this before. I'm like obsessed. Like I want to go get another one, but I know like I cannot. You cannot be drink. I already had two now, and I can't do that. I've been avoiding Red Bull lately. Why, Gabriella? Why? Yeah, Red Bull makes me act like a, so I don't drink it. That's just me, a me thing though. I like Red Bull. It's so good. It's so good. Like I love it. Oh my god. I love it so much. Okay, so this is what I use. I use these short round nude soft gel tips, LED short soft gel tips. I use these and I got these from Ulta, and oh my god, like it makes like my nails so much like this looks like I got them done. But these are just press-ons that I glued on or whatever. And I'm cuz I've been so busy and stuff, so like I need to have nails, but I'm not trying to sit in a salon. I'm not trying to pay nobody $60 because when I get my nails done, like I want them like rhinestones, colors, chrome, glitters. Like it can't be no basic nails. So, with that being said, I saw these at Ulta. I went ahead and did this, and yeah. But three of them already fell off, so I'm gonna redo them. That's just me though. But I do love my drinks though. Twin Paranormal has three people in it, Ryan, River, Wyatt, and they try to get the story of scary places. Nope, haven't seen it. Tips on astral projection. Yes. So when astral projecting, I've actually have a story time. I've actually done it before. So at the time so I used to like communicate with my spirit guides all the time. And so I remember asking one of my spirit guides, like, hey, like, I really want to go. Like, I really want to go and visit Paris. I've never been to Paris, but I want to visit the Eiffel Tower. So I went ahead and I meditated. I sat like on my bed. I lay down on my bed. And then I asked my spirit guide, I'm like, hey, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to see. So I relaxed. And so people, when they say like I came out of my body, I think there's different types of astral projection, but I think the one that I experienced was astral traveling, and that's usually like you're seeing this in your mind's eye. So I was out of my body, but I felt like I was still in my body, if that made sense. If that makes sense. But when I left out of my body, I just imagined my spirit coming out of my body, right? And I felt like things in my arm and stuff like that. I felt it. But then after I felt it, it was weird. So we ended up leaving. We flew or whatever in the sky, and then we got to Paris. We got to the Eiffel Tower, and when I got to the Eiffel Tower, there was this huge body of water next to the Eiffel Tower, and I saw this in my mind's eye, and I kept seeing this water, and I'm like, why am I still seeing? Like, why am I seeing this? And it was huge, huge. And but I saw the Eiffel Tower, I saw the structure, I saw the lights that was on it and stuff like that. And then when I got back, after I was done, I got back to my body, and then I looked online and I looked up the Eiffel Tower, and sure enough, in the where the Eiffel Tower is, there's a huge body of water next to the Eiffel Tower, and I did not know that. I've never seen that before. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I really was there. I was there in spirit. And so definitely, it's real. It's definitely very real. They say Red Bull isn't that good for you, kind of like, yeah, it's not, but it's so good though. Then they need to stop making it taste so good. I found a Wakey drink a month or so back that had 300 milligrams of caffeine. Damn, Brendan Trips. That's some serious caffeine. That's crazy. Part of me wants to try this, but the part of me says don't astral plan because who knows what could happen. My advice, if you're trying to do it, always, when you are about to do any type of spiritual work or whatever, always ground and then imagine white light filling you up or whatever. But if you're mad or upset, depressed or whatever, do not do it, because when you vibrate at those frequencies, when you come out of you're gonna attract that kind of energy to you. So you want to be like normal, happy, like you want to be like in a good mood when you do this, because you don't want to do spiritual work when you're upset or mad or angry or whatever. So yeah. But yeah, always call on your angels, call on your spirit guides, call on like what you know, God, if you know, whatever you believe in, and call on for protection. You can even call on Archangel Michael for protection. Yeah, I have done remote viewing and astral projection, possibly etheric projection. Yeah, they call it different things. Remote viewing, astral traveling, astral projection, stuff like that. hmm People even do it too. People accidentally, like I had a coworker, she had surgery, and when she had surgery, she said it was so weird. She said she was out of her body and saw them operating on her when when she had the surgery, the doctors were operating her. She was out of her body, she said, and she said she was looking at herself getting operated on, and then her grandfather came through, and then her grandfather told her, like, hey, everything is gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And she was just sitting there with her grandfather while she was looking at her body getting operated on, and then she was with her grandfather. And then after the procedure was over, she was back in her body like that. And then I asked her, I said, that's so cool. I said, what did it feel like? She said, it's just like how I'm talking to you right now, like how I'm talking to you right now. And then my body's right there getting operated on. And she said that, oh yeah, so then I asked her, I said, so like, were you close with your grandfather in the physical world? And she said, yeah, I was very much close to him. And I was like, oh, that's why he was coming to visit you. So yeah, when people have surgery and stuff too, sometimes too, they'll, like your spirit will slip out. That's pretty normal too. Um, I have done, you gotta ground because the beans don't work whole. Waka waka. Brandon, what are you talking about? Sprinkle, sprinkle. That is so good. SOSC, someone help me. Alright, got one nail. Now I need to get another nail. Have you seen the Sia Gateway files, which prove that astral projection in the spiritual world is real? I've never. Oh, are you Sia? Do you mean Gaia? The Gaia Gateway or whatever? I think you have to have a subscription for that. And no, I haven't. I haven't seen it because I didn't want to pay that money for the subscription or whatever. But it looks really interesting. But I've already experienced the other side of the spiritual world. I deal with it every day, and then especially when I have clients that book for me for readings and stuff, like It's just, but I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it. You can access them from the CIA's official website. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Like they actually have actual files of like how to astral project and how it works and stuff like that. Uh-huh. Like there's the military would use astral projecting to spy on other people and stuff like that. But it's like hush hush now. So I don't know. It's but yeah, I've heard of it. I heard of it. Coffee. Central Intelligence Agency. Question Serenity. What do you think of any of the physics that have appeared on TV? Do you think most of them are legit, or do you think most are phonies just trying to make a name for themselves? Oh, I think you were trying to say psychics. Um, the people that I know for real, so what's his name? Tyler Henry. He's like a psychic medium or whatever. I've actually went to go see him in at one of his shows. And actually I did a vlog on it. It's on my channel. And I believe he's very real. I believe he has the gift of contacting the other side. Matt Frazier, I do believe he can do that too. And then Long Island medium Teresa, I really do believe that she can communicate with spirit as well. But all these other psychics, like even John Edward or whatever, I know he's really good. I know he can do it. Um, um, all the other I don't know, like you're gonna have to throw a name out there. But yeah. But I do believe that there are fakes out there in the world that do try to make a name for themselves. These are signs that I know that you're not a real legit psychic. Like, I've had psychics tell me, like, I remember I went to San Francisco. I don't know if y'all remember the Valentine's Day vlog. I ended up taking that, I think I ended up taking it down. But for my OG subs, me and this guy, we went to Chinatown in San Francisco and we went to go see a psychic or whatever. Well, the psychic was like, oh, there's a curse on you and it's gonna cost like $500 to remove it. And I was like, bye. Like, no. Like, hell no. There ain't no curse on me. For 500, no. But yeah, she was like, yeah, when you were born, there was a curse placed upon you. Bye. So that right there, I knew, right there, I was like, oh no, you got me up. No. But what the crazy thing was that she was right about everything else in my past. But when it came to that, that did not resonate with me, and I'm fine, and I haven't had shit happen to me since. So those type of things, you need to be really careful when they do stuff like that, because if you're cursed or whatever, if you dwell on that energy, like I'm cursed, oh my god, you're gonna attract that energy to you. But if you just know that you're protected and you know like no, like I'm protected, like I'm fine, like that energy is gonna dissipate and go away or whatever. So yeah, so those type of psychics, shame on them. And yeah, stay away from those. And those are, I call those the fake psychics. Like if they say like only for $1,000 more I can remove this no, bye. I hate people like that. I really do, because then they give people like me that are authentically gifted a really bad rap, you know? Hate it. Do you want to know something interesting about this? And you might take this as a joke, but historically, gay people, for some reason, are really good at astral projection. You know what's really crazy is that I know gay people are very psychically open. Usually, a lot of male psychics. I'm not saying all of them, but there are. I would say most of them. I think a lot of them are like gay. Like they swing both ways. And I don't know what it is, but they're more spiritual. Like they're just more spiritually in tune and in touch. So that, yeah, no, yeah, a lot of male psychics that I know, a lot of them are gay, or a lot of them, like, they swing both ways, but they're very, like, spiritually open. But psychic abilities, though, that's the feminine energy. Masculine energy has to do with, like, drive, um, getting it done, moving it into action and stuff like that. That's masculine energy. The feminine energies deals with the emotions, feelings, intuition, mystical, the unknown. That's feminine energies. So, yeah. Haven't heard people say it before, but it's something that I've noticed with the amount of documentaries I watch and articles I've read. No, yeah, you're totally right. Gay men are they're just a lot more in tune spiritually and they're a lot more open spiritually as well. Okay, Fozzie Bear, Brandon Tripp, LOL. Ingo A. Swan, LOL, that's just spell scams. Right, for 500. Right. He like when Blair White went to a psychic and was told she was going to get pregnant soon. Yes, I saw that video. I couldn't believe that. I was like, girl, are you really a psychic or are you not? Like when I saw that, like, no. Because when I read people, my angels will come through and then they start showing me things. Like the person that I'm reading for, like their spirit guides or their angels will talk to my angels and then the information will get transferred down into me. And then that's when I will start seeing things and stuff like that. But yeah, but that's crazy. Hilarious. Yeah, I saw that too. So I was like, ooh, I don't think that lady was the real deal. What are your thoughts on Ouija boards? Never messed with them. I know from experience. I just know that when it comes to messing with the Ouija board, if you want to talk and communicate with spirit, either go to a psychic medium and get messages through that versus you playing with an Ouija board. So what they do, so Ouija boards, they open portals. And when you open portals, so what they do is they open portals, but they don't close. That's the thing with the Ouija boards. They don't close portals. They open portals from the astral realms. And with that, with the portal being open, anything can come through. It can be a good entity, it could be a bad entity, a higher vibrational entity, a lower vibrational entity. You don't know what's gonna come through that portal. So with that, that's why a lot of paranormal things will happen is because a lot of the times even trickster spirits will come through as well. So you want to be really careful. Me personally, I don't mess with them. I don't even go near them. Even to Ouija boards, they have a lower vibrational energy to them. I just stay away from that kind of stuff. Like if you want to communicate with spirit, go to a psychic medium. That's my best advice. And then if you're already naturally gifted with talking to spirit, then call on your angels, call on your spirit guides, ground, put white light around you, protection around you, cleanse your space, right? And then set your intention on who you're trying to communicate with, and then whatever you get back, with that person that you're trying to contact with, you know what I mean? But that's like my best advice on that. I played Ouija years ago. Very creepy. Girl, stay away from that. We don't want to talk to nobody that nobody sent. Right. What about tarot cards? Oh, I do tarot readings. I do tarot cards. Tarot cards are pretty cool. I like them. That's how I got started into this, actually. I was a teenager, and the first thing that I bought, my divinational tools, the first thing I bought was tarot cards. And I remember I brought them to school, and I did readings on them with people, and the cards were right. And I remember too, I kept drawing the cards or whatever. Like, there was a boy that I really liked, and it was always I always was like, does so and so like me? Does so and so like me? Like, does he see me as want to be in a relationship with me? And the cards kept coming out the same. No matter how many times I shuffled them cards, no matter how many times I put them in, whatever, the same cards kept pulling out. And I knew that was spirit. I knew that was the universe trying to tell me, like, pay attention. So the cards are very real. They do work. They're very real. I saw the tarot movie that came out on Netflix. It's a horror movie. I did not like that movie, but it made sense. And it was crazy too, because when I was watching the horror movie, I'm about to spoil the movie, so if you guys don't want to hear it, mute your mics now. But I was like, when I was watching the movie, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, because the girl, when she was doing the cards or whatever, it had like their like it told like that like their story on how they were gonna die or something like that, and it was like really like scary and creepy. And I really hate when Hollywood like with the movie, what's the movie called, when the boy astral projects and then like the father had to go save him and then demons and stuff was coming through and all that. I forgot the name of that movie, but I really hate when Hollywood tries to like make psychic abilities into horror movies and stuff because it's absolutely stupid. Although there is some truth to it, it's not true. Spoil that shit. Okay. So in the movie, when she was doing the tarot cards, she read everybody, and then all of a sudden, everybody was gonna die or something like that. So I was like, huh, that's so weird that tarot cards is like trying to kill people now. So I was like, either these cards are possessed by some type of spirit, evil spirit or something like that, and it's like trying to come for everybody, or I don't know. But tarot cards don't predict, they don't kill people, if that makes sense. They're divinational tools to help people spiritually on their journey. That's what they were created for. Um, but after the end of the movie, it turns out that there was an evil spirit attached to him, and that this lady created these. She created that deck of tarot cards, and she put her soul into them cards or whatever, and then she wanted to get revenge on the townspeople that tried to kill her because she was a witch or something like that. So yeah, so then I was like, oh, okay, I was right. Yeah, there was something evil. It wasn't the cards, but it was the evil spirit was attached to those cards, and yeah, but it was stupid. It was, I didn't like it. Dumb. Anyways, next. uh. Yeah, you're totally right, Brandon. The board does open to low spirits. We contacted a guy named Joe. Crazy game. If I can even call it a game. Yeah, girl, I would be careful with that. I have a question. Do you think my DJing name will come off as too offensive because I want it to be gross and funny? Like, if you were listening to live music and my name came up, do you think it would just kill the mood? Spoil the omen? Um, no, I don't think it was the Omen. I don't know, DJ. I don't know the answer to that. Gabrielle, the Omen. No, it wasn't the Omen. It was dang, what was the name of that movie? It was like when the boy astral projected, and they made like I think either 2 or 3 movies of it. I forgot what it was called. Um, damn, I don't know. I don't remember. I want to log off and Google it, but I'm scared that the live might cut off if I do that, so I'm not gonna do that. Is there any connection between astrology and tarot card readings? Yeah. Um, so it just depends on your attention. Like if you're trying to like I know Tyler's Tarot on YouTube. He's a really popular tarot reader on YouTube. He does readings for each sign. So like if you're an Aries, like I'm an Aries, like he'll do readings for it. And then he's really accurate too. Like a lot of people there's people that have gifts in that stuff. Like they're meant to be tarot readers in this lifetime. And I truly believe Tyler is a gifted tarot reader. But he says he's not psychic. He says he doesn't talk to the dead or whatever. But he says that I do read the cards, and yeah. So, but I've listened to his astrology prediction videos, and yeah, they're pretty accurate. Um, yeah. So yeah, I do believe, and I also do believe in astrology too. I really believe that is real. I've I was in class one time, so I was at a table with a bunch of students for lab for school, and I remember looking at each one, and I knew their signs like that. Like one girl was a Gemini, and I said, "Are you a Gemini?" She's like, "Yeah." How did you know? And I was like, "Well, you're always reading that book, and Geminis love to read books." So I was right on that. The other girl, she was very emotional. Like she said, "Yeah, girl, I just got done crying. Like, oh my god, we have a test." Like she was getting ready to cry. Like every 2 seconds, she was getting ready to cry about something. And then I asked her, I said, "Are you a Cancer?" She's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "That explains it." And then she was like, "How'd you know?" And I was like, "Cancer people are super emotional, super sensitive and emotional." And then yeah, and then there was another girl too. I think she was a Sagittarius. Me and her got along really like this. But yeah, Sagittarius people, they don't conform to society. They don't care what anybody else thinks. They're rule breakers, and they follow the beat of their own drums. And with her, she really gave off that energy. And I asked if she was, and sure enough was a Sagittarius. So I really do believe in it. Some people don't believe in it, and that's okay. But to each their own. But me, I'm good. Even when I read people too, I will always see them, like when I read for clients, like I'll see like their sign, and then I'll say, "Oh, are you an Aquarius?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then I'll say, "Okay, well, who's a Taurus? Because there's a Taurus energy around you that I'm seeing." And they're like, "Oh, that's my daughter." You know, so um, when I read people, like when I see the signs and stuff, when I see like the energy of that astrology sign around their energy field, it's like always like, "Oh yeah, like it's my daughter," or "It's my son," or yeah, that's my brother. My brother, me and him are really close, you know, and then it makes a lot of sense, you know, so it's very real. I can talk about this stuff all day, every day. Um, yeah. What are your feelings on fire signs within astrology? I'm a fire sign, I'm an Aries, so I think they're awesome. They're the shit, and I like them because fire signs are very enthusiastic, active people. I get along with all the fire signs. Leos make me laugh so hard. Sagittarius people, they are just so cool and fun to be around. And then other Aries people, they're cool, but sometimes like I'll butt heads with them. Because we don't always see eye to eye on stuff. And it's kind of funny though, because the ram is all about like the head. And the ram has like the horns, right? And they always butt heads. Like that's how they get their point across, right? So I've met other areas where I'm cool with them and stuff, but when it comes to like work and stuff, sometimes like I'll disagree, and then like we'll go ahead and butt heads. Like there was this lady that I work with. I still talk to her to this day, and she's an Aries too. And me and her, we got along like this, like we was like sisters. But there was times where like I would disagree with her, and I would tell her straight up to her face, like I don't care, I don't agree with you, and I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's right. And then me and her, we would be butting heads. Like we would butt heads all the damn time at work. But but we would always be cool afterwards. Like she's done some effed up stuff to me, and then I got her back. And then but yeah, but we cool. You know. She's apologized, I apologize, or whatever, but we cool. Um but yeah. Have you ever heard ghosts say racist stuff? No, I've never heard of that. A lot of the time when ghosts are here, they want to. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but no, I've never experienced that. No, I'm kind of curious. Why would you ask a question like that? Like, I'm kind of curious. You seem very spiritual. What is your religion, if you don't mind me asking? So growing up, I was a Christian, full on hardcore Christian. When I was in middle school and high school, I uh, went to church on Wednesdays at youth group, and then on Sundays, I went to two churches, two Christian churches. And yeah, I did that all throughout middle school and then freshman year of high school too. And um, yeah, I totally believed everything that the pastor would say, saying being gay was a sin, and what else? That psychic stuff is evil and it's the devil messing with you and all this stupid stuff. And I'm not trying to offend anybody that is Christian, but I'm just letting you know my experience, and I just have a higher perspective of things, and I just don't agree. You know, especially with someone that does, especially another human that isn't, right. Anyways, so okay, we're gonna go ahead and push the cuticles back. Um, so after that, after seeing spirits and then the Hat Man and all of that, I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. So I went ahead and I went to the church, and I was telling them what was going on. Like at night when I would sleep, that's when I would see spirits and stuff moving around in my room and stuff. I was so scared and terrified. And I would tell the church people that I was seeing this, and then they said it was a devil messing with me. And then when it was happening, what happened? They prayed for me. They prayed for me, and then they put this oil in the shape of a cross on my forehead. And then I'm thinking I'm good, I'm protected. I'm like, okay, this ain't. As soon as I went home and got ready for bed, it got whatever happened, whatever it got worse. Like I was hearing ringing in my ears. I was seeing different colors in my room at night. I was seeing, like, even when I closed my eyes, I kept seeing this man. And I really and that was that's a gift of clairvoyance. So if you see images vividly in your mind's eye, like on the back of your eyelids too, because there's different forms of clairvoyance. But the way I was seeing it when I was a teenager, I would see pictures form on the back of my eyelids when I would close my eyes, and I would see it form so clearly. And yeah. And I remember I was so freaked out by it because I didn't understand what was going on, you know. And when I went to the crystal rock shop or whatever, because I had to start googling things because it wasn't whatever was going on the church. It wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. So I started looking on the internet about like just seeing spirits or hearing ringing in my ears and seeing colors and stuff like that. And then I saw that like, oh, like they said like you're psychic or whatever, and then they just say like your third eye is open, and so you can see the other side, if that makes sense. And then they were saying stuff like to use like crystals, like rocks, to protect your energy and to keep them away or whatever. And so I remember after church, I asked my grandmother. I think I was like 14 at the time. I like begged her. I was like, "Can we please go to this rock shop?" And I wanted to get these stones, like obsidian and smoky quartz, because I heard those are like protection stones. Like they protect you, they get rid of negative energies and stuff. And I really was so scared. And so we went to the rock shop, and I remember going up to people. I remember this lady. She had this witchy vibe to her. Like she had like a witchy energy to her. And I remember she had this weird looking, she had like this crystal. It was like an amethyst pointed crystal, but it was hanging from like a chain or whatever. It's called a pendulum, and you can use those to get divinational answers and stuff, yes or no questions and stuff like that. And I remember, I don't know what it was, but I just went up to her and I asked her, I said, "Hi, ma'am, I'm so sorry to bother you, but I see dead people." And I just remember I was just so like scared because I was just like, nope, like everyone was just saying like you need to pray more or whatever. And so when I did that, nothing was working. Like prayer wasn't working. No, nothing was working. And then so when I met this lady, she said, "Oh, that's so cool." Like she said, "My son helps people like you." And he was only a couple years older than me. And she said, "Is it okay if I give you his, or I give you, or can you give me your phone number and I'll give it to him?" And then sure enough, long story short, he called me. I ended up telling him everything that was going on. And after meeting him, my life changed. I stopped seeing them. He taught me how to use my gifts. And oh, I'm about to cry because that man, he is one of the most smartest men I've ever met on this planet. And for a good like 3 years, we kept in contact. I would call him every week, and any questions that I would have, he taught me how to use my gifts. He taught me how to hear spirit. He taught me how to control it, if that made sense. And he said it in ways where it just made sense, you know. And he was the lifesaver. He really was. And then after that, I ended up leaving the church. The church got too crazy for me. I remember the youth pastor there. He was gay, secretly closeted man. I just know. And I remember one day we were in Sunday youth study or whatever, and he just started going off a tangent talking about it was like giving occult vibes. Like I'm talking about don't drink the purple Kool-Aid type thing. I just remember he said something like gay is wrong, and if you're gay, it's a sin, you're going to hell, and if I have kids, you're not going to be gay. Like, you're not. And here I am, still attracted to men and all that. You know, I haven't transitioned yet or anything. You know, I didn't know I was trans at the time because there was no trans people out at that time. And here I am just discovering my own self, my spiritual path. And after seeing that, I remember he started talking about his life, his family. Like, it wasn't even about God anymore. Like, he was just talking about some crazy ass shit that had nothing to do with Bible study at all. And I just remember looking at it and observing, and that's crazy. And when you have a spiritual, when your third eye is open, you see things more clearly versus it when it's closed. And because I was seeing spirit and getting visions and seeing things, my third eye was very open. And with that, you see things more clearly versus if it's shut. Like, you see situations more clearly, you feel energy more clearly. You see the bigger picture of things. And after that day, I left the church and I never looked back. And then when I started my transition, a lot of people unfollowed me off of Instagram, a lot of the church people, and you know, it sucks. I spent my most of my teenage years, um, you know, with the church. But it was okay because you know what? God sent me a friend at the time, and I started going to foster youth groups on Wednesdays, and there they were a lot more accepting of me talking about psychic stuff, spirits, and then me transitioning and stuff. So it was like that substituted out to that, and I was with other kids that they were in foster youth, and me and her would, me and my I'm not friends with her anymore, but at the time we would go there, and that was kind of like a substitute for me, you know. So I'm sorry, that was a long ass story, but y'all, I'm telling you, like, I've been through some. God has put me through some stuff, but I had to go through that stuff to really know the difference between lower vibrational energies and higher vibrational energies. If I didn't go through that stuff, I wouldn't be the same person that I am today, right? So, and God knew I could handle this stuff. So, yeah. All right, let me read these comments. The annotated Crowley deck has lots of astrolo- 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 astrological info on the cards. Oh, that's cool. I gotta look at that. You seem very spiritual. What is your religion, if you don't mind me asking? Oh, so my religion, I'm just very spiritual. Like, I'm very open. I believe that all the gods and goddesses exist. I really do. But I just believe they all come from source. They all come from there, you know? I really believe that. I believe in God. I believe in Jesus. I believe in I believe in all of that. I think it's all the same, and it just comes from source energy, light, heaven, whatever you want to call it. It's all love. Come on, you never answered. Have you ever done anything? Come on, tell the truth. Did you ever? I have always thought this messed up to me because I believe when I was a kid in the Catholic Church I went to as a kid, one of the priests was gay. I think there was a lot of gay priests. You know, it's really sad. One of my ex-boyfriends, I'm not even going to say who it was, but he was molested by a Catholic priest. And I talked to one of my coworkers about it, and she was like, yeah, girl, like, male Catholic priests are known for touching little boys. They don't be touching little girls, they be touching little boys. And it was really sad. My ex opened up to me about it and said that, like, yeah, he was raped by his priest. It's really sad. And that's why another reason why I left the church, because I'm like, somebody that bleeds like me and human just like me, I don't need to I don't need to listen to you about how to believe in God. I believe that you believe in God, that you know what's like, if you really want to know God and stuff, God will talk to you. It may not be physically, but he'll send signs to you. He will in ways that you never knew possible. And he will only send it in a way that you know how to interpret it. I don't I don't like when people try to force you to believe in something that isn't your spiritual path or your religion. Like I feel like you find God the way that you find it. You know, unless you're asking for someone's opinion about it, then I understand. But I don't like when people are forcing you to believe in. You need to believe in Jesus, or you're going to hell. I'm like, who are you to say that? How do you know? I hate people like that. I really do. Is it weird, even though I was a product of the 1990s, like I knew I had a female soul since I was born and can remember my whole life from birth? It's crazy. No, it's not weird. Some people remember, like I knew this one girl, she said, I still remember when I was in heaven and when I came down to be in my body that I am in now. Like there's some people that still remember that stuff. So that wasn't no real church then. Right. Right. I didn't know you were trans. Wow, you don't look like someone who would be trans. Sorry if that sounded inconsiderate. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Wait, you said you're not trans, but you put on to post that you're trans. You told your boyfriend you're trans, so are you trans or not? Watch my YouTube videos and you'll find out if I'm trans or not. Serenity. That's why I was lucky to find a cult in high school. Right. I apologize for my earlier post. You look like a real woman. Wow, are you telling the truth? I don't think you. I went to a Roman Catholic church when I was younger. No bad experiences, but my mom didn't like the reputation the church was getting, so since left it. Yeah, girl. I don't know. Like, I believe in God. I mean, I work, like, when I do psychic readings for people, I always do a prayer to God. And when people die and they have, like, near death experiences, a lot of them say they see Jesus on the other side. And I remember asking God about it. I said, why are people claiming to see Jesus? And there was, like, one Indian lady, too, because I watch a lot of near death experiences on YouTube and stuff. And this one lady said, like, she's Indian, like, she believes in the Hindu gods and goddesses and stuff. But she said when she died, she said she saw Jesus. And she said that she said that I don't, in my religion, we don't believe in Jesus. And so she said, but I saw him and he was so nice to me and loving and caring and he was so kind to me. And, um, and I remember asking God about that. I said, why are a lot of people seeing Jesus when they die and they see like the light and all that? God told me that that's part of Jesus. That's Jesus' job. Like he works with people that are transitioning to the other side, or they're meant to see a glimpse of it, and then they come back to their bodies and stuff. But he was telling me like that's his job. Like he works with people that have near death experiences, people that are transitioning over to the other side. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But he was like saying that that's like one of his jobs that he does. So I was like, oh, okay. And I've actually talked to Jesus myself, and he's so kind and gentle and so open and loving and very kind. Um, but that was my experience with Jesus too. But it's really interesting how when other people they say that their experience with him is exactly like my experience, if that makes sense. It's not exactly the same, but it's so similar about how they say like, oh, he's very gentle, he's very kind, he's so understanding, he's so empathetic, and he's so much love. And that's exactly the energy that I felt from him when I was communicating with him psychically. If that makes sense. So, yep. Uh, I'm so confused. You told me you're in a. The reason why I asked the gender question is because you look like my niece, and her name is Serenity as well. Talk about coincidences. I'm female. Hello, like I'm female. Oh my god, it's freaking 8:30 and I didn't even do my nails. Dang it. Okay, you guys. Well, I have to go. It's been like an hour and a half. I didn't even get my nails done or anything, so I'm gonna have to do them when I get in the morning or whatever. But yeah, I love each and every one of you guys. I even love my haters more. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to my psychic channel. It's Serenity Magic. And magic is spelled Magick. So, yeah. But he still wouldn't slip you the winning lotto numbers. Listen, you can be female, but you probably had surgery. And you're probably right. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay magical. Mwah.